Well, g'day, everybody. My name is Mith, man of 100 voices, and your dead joke VTuber. G'day. Welcome on in. How's everyone doing tonight? Happy Thursday. Yes, it's a Thursday, and it's a hot Thursday, which means I need to turn my fan on. Without the fan, I'm gonna overheat. When I overheat, I'm sad. You're excited for tonight? Yay! Hopefully we get to room 46 today. That's the goal. It's the plan. Hello, Malice. G'day. Welcome on in. I just need one more of those deep breaths. One sec. It's always good to just take a nice deep breath, relax yourself a little bit from time to time. Because goddamn, can life be stressful? The Blueprints plays the Blueprints. This is true, as I read Blueprints. Although I don't know on the prints, I am just a fellow critizen, a fellow knight of the Rowan Empire. I have no relation to the Emperor, as he is a cat. And I am not. I actually don't have any cat features, now that I think about it. Other than my attention span. That is very feline. But I don't have, like, cat ears or a cat tail. Matter of fact, I have horns. And wings. Where are my wings? There's my wings. But I'm very much not Catboy. New idea, Catboy crit. No new idea. Canning that right now. I do not want to be anthropomorphized. I feel like I threw an extra syllable in there. And that's okay. What you're hearing is we need a Catboy model in the future. Okay, I think people are hearing things that I am not saying, and I'm quite concerned by this. Because now this is multiple people. That means I'm the problem. Wait a second. Just cat ears, nothing more. I could probably pull that off. I believe 1.0 crit had, did I even disclose this? Sure, why not? I don't use 1.0 very often. 1.0 crit had, ears and a tail. I just never used them because they weren't, it's not what I vibed with. But they were there. You just never saw them. Maybe if I ever get around to a 2.5 or eventually 3.0, whenever the hell that happens. Maybe I'll set that as a goal. Maybe at like, I mean, it's right around the corner, but maybe I can do that. Maybe at 1,000 subscribers. Although I hate those arbitrary goals. Because again, my goal is not to grow. Growing is a side effect of my real goal, which is entertaining people and making people smile and make people generally happy and have fun. But who knows? Maybe if I set a goal, it will like encourage people to like, I don't know, join in, occasionally tune in. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Yeah, maybe at 1,000, I'll start looking into 3.0 models, because there is an artist that I want to reach out to about making a model. I'm very interested. But they're also very busy, and I don't want to burden them, and I also need a little more spending to help Anyways, Blueprints. Yes. Let's just keep playing. We only have 2 hours today, which I've wasted 10 of them. Minutes of those 2 hours. Not 10 hours of the 2 hours. That would be possible. So continue on to day 10. Our goal: get to room 46. Time to solve the mystery and rewrite history. Blueprints. Woohoo! Yeah! We have discovered a lot of information. I have my handy dandy notepad down here. I do not have my... Hold on. Opening my notes. Okay. Note screen is open. The notes themselves are not. Where's my note folder? I literally made a folder called Notes. Please hold. All right, blueprint stuff. There we go. Okay. Can I just open all of these? Thank you, shift click. That makes me feel so happy. Okay, I have my notes. All of my notes have been opened, because I definitely will be needing those. Somehow. Great, hello, Pyro! G'day. Welcome on in. Welcome back to your D-Gen hours. Good for you. Okay. The first thing we always do. Ooh, take our allowance. We have coins. All right. I have one red letter. Oh, the foundation is permanent. Well, isn't that fascinating? So we currently have every path discovered. Cavern did nothing other than provide us some information and made us start with 2 gems every day. Cool. Apple Orchard gave us plus 20 steps every day. The Black Bridge Grotto. This is the underground thing with the keys and the stuff, right? You came to say hi, go pass out. Because you need to start getting control of your life. It's less than 2 weeks into the DGen lifestyle. I respect that. I appreciate the hi. Go take care of yourself. Yes, welcome to the next steps in the main progression. The foundation. Yes, a permanent square that I can always cheat my way through. Studies are going to be the death of you? No, they are going to be the start of you. The death of you is going to be when you stop studying. In like 70 years. Mm-hmm. Nailed it. Anyways, out we go. Wasting a step. That's right. I forgot we can go under. Make a wish. Sure. I wish to get the pumping station to drain the water in the fountain. For the life advice from his long old friend. My long old life. No. My life is neither long nor old. It is simply aging. You wish I'd find room 46? You know? I appreciate that. What a homie. What a champ. What's behind this door? Oh! Okay, we're not doing the Hubble. The last time I picked the Hubble, I got messed up. That is not what I said last stream, though. Don't you comment on my age! I'm not old. I'm just older than apparently a bunch of you. I think I'm going to take the shrine, because I have no idea what that is. This is the safe option. But we don't play safe. We play for new! What do I need to offer? Making an offering of gold may result in the bestowal of a beneficial blessing that will last for several days. Anime boys don't age. You right. Hubble is like mid at best. Yeah, like I used it when I had trouble getting gems, but I ran out of steps. New rooms are always good, items are always good, and better earlier in the earlier game. You can only offer once per day. Think this through. Ah, so I should come back here when I have more money. No thanks. What's behind it, though? The answer is nothing. Nothing at all. What are you on? I said something about rule about not saying age, even though totally ignore. Yes, do not totally ignore that rule. That is for safety, and I will enforce it. I am pro safety, and I'm not afraid to admit that. Okay. So I could spend more steps, like exploring over there and then going into the cave that has no information more than us. Don't say your age in chat is less of a rule, more like step 1 to internet safety. Exactly. And I will enforce safety. And again, I am pro safety, and I'm not afraid to admit it. All right. We go up, because up means up. Or we pick a hallway, because hallways are insane. Don't give away any personal info, no matter how harmless it might seem, like height or weight or on the internet. True, it can always be twisted. It's best to stay anonymous. That is the advantage we have of the internet. We get to name ourselves what we want. We get to be represented by what we want. In my case, an anime boy named Crit. Because that is who I am. Ignore the pilot. Pay only attention to me, the character. You're the only one that should get me in trouble just because? But if you have a bazooka at your room, should you really be afraid of your safety? Yes. Bazookas are dangerous. Always fear for your safety. Hallway. Extra hallways are better tomorrow's ways of the hall. Anyways. Hold on. Put on my glasses for a second. I don't have glasses. Let's see. My little notes here say, count, smell, gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. Cool. Oh shit! I forgot to investigate the chess puzzle thing, and now I'm screwed. So you can't say that you're a 30-meter tall gremlin that has 3 arms and 4 eyes. You can say it, just for your safety. Please don't. All right, we go right. Why? No idea. All of these options suck. You know what? We're gonna put the chapel here, and then we're gonna ignore it. Would you like me to tell you if I'm on the right track about the chess puzzles? Maybe later. Another hallway! Ooh, but parlor. But hallway. Hallway would be better later, since picking it will leave a door down here, but we can already enter that room, so I'm gonna pick the parlor. Besides, now we can get a few more gems. Maybe later it is. Aha, yes. The statement on the white box is true. That'll be fun. There is a second wind-up key in this room. Oh, that's actually a very dangerous... Hold on. That's actually a very dangerous statement. What the hell? This box and the white box are both empty. All right. So let's logic our way through this, right? I always forget. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be one box that displays false. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. All right, so it's 2 empties. 1 is true, 1 is false, and based on the true-false, we have to determine it's not. The true one has it, the false one does not. Intelligent drafting decisions? From the anime boy? It's more likely than you think. Find out next time on Blueprints Ball Z. Wait, no, shouldn't say blue. Nope. We're just gonna cut that one off right there. All right. So there's a second one. Not too late. Shush, it's never too late. It's never too late. There's a second wind-up key in this room. Assuming there is one. Because I can go down the logic of false. So if I can't find one, which I can't, we could assume this is a false statement, which would imply the statement on the white box is true. This would be false. That would imply this is a truthful statement, that this box and the white box are both empty. So empty, empty, which means the answer is blue. Or, what if there is a second wind-up key in this room and I haven't found it? That makes this one true, which would make this one true, which by defunct means this is a lie, which means there would be items in both, which is not true, so it's in the blue one. No, the true box is not always the box with gems. That's why I went to go read the rules. It just had things about truthful statements. It had, oh look, a black pawn. It had nothing to do, I'm gonna write that down quick. Hold on. Hey, I did it. Sorry, I hit my notes. Black pawn is parlor. That's gonna be important, I swear. And then we go up. Up is good. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Wait, I don't think I've ever gotten a foyer before. That might be a new room. I might have to take that just because it is a new room. Flipped and uploaded to Twitter and got canceled. Damn, Twitter goes fast. It just takes a simple upload and I'm instantly canceled. We're taking the foyer. This is a new room, which means it's telling me something. It means there might be stuff in here that we haven't, Lord William Espin. Louis Baron Thomas Sinclair. Hey, isn't that our guy? Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. Key! You have a key on you, don't you? Give me your key. Jeari Vena. Your Majesty. Baron Edwin Sinclair. Wait, how many Sinclairs are there? Count Isaac Gate. Hold on. The magic of the internet. The internet is faster than the mind. Just trying to get into your head a bit. Do you think chess pieces are tied to rooms, positions, both, or neither? I think... So yeah, I'll just spit things out loud, and I just need a response of, okay, nothing else. Yeah, you saw the count gates there, too. I'm wondering if the other ones have other hints on them. Because obviously, major key seems interesting, and key the fourth. Wait, this is a fourth. That might have to do something with the chapel. God, this game messes with my mind. Count Gates is a guy, not a directive. It can be two things. Because that's a tie and that's a tier, so that's an R level. Yeah, Count Gates. Count small gates. 8 dates crack 8 safes. And I don't know what that first word is. Sure, it can be both. It always can. Anyways, the chess piece things. I do know in wherever the chess pieces are, you get to place them around like the antechamber. My theory is where you place the chess piece, like on the tile in the underground, has an impact on what rooms can be drafted when going to that square. Like how the parlor had a black pawn. I'm assuming if I placed a pawn piece on this tile, the parlor, along with other tiles or other rooms that are associated with pawns, are draftable on that square, but not exclusively, just as an option. That's where my headspace is with the chess puzzle. That is a hypothesis. And that is the perfect response of, that doesn't tell me if I'm right, that doesn't tell me if I'm wrong, that just tells you the information, and I have acknowledgement that you heard me. Your stay is over. Wait. You stay over your welcome time, so now go now before you stay till the end. Respect. Good self-control there, Pyro. We opened the door. Ooh, a pantry. A hallway. You know, at this point, I'm realizing if I just keep drafting hallways, eventually I will have infinite hallways. And I like that idea. To the hallway. And besides, we drafted the foyer. So every hallway is guaranteed unlocked, which is very good to know. Unlocked door, open. Corridor is always left unlocked. I mean, that makes sense. The reading nook's not a bad call. It gives us a key, and then we can get a library to go up, which is no different than the corridor. We don't have enough money for the commissary, so we're going to pick the reading nook. I want a key. Besides, there's a chance of other items existing here. And then reading nook, white rook. And I'm going to take this note. White rook is the nook. Haha, because it rhymes. Wait, parlor starts with P, and rook sounds like nook. There's a rook in the nook, exactly, and there's a pawn in the parlor. Yes, and the other playthrough you're watching did a different hallway upgrade, so you're really excited to see the 43 hallway run. Hey, that's awesome. Wait, was that an upgrade where hallways grant hallways? I thought that was just normal. This is the problem with me playing a wonderful puzzle game that perfectionly proliferates your perception of puzzles by pieces placing... I'm done with the P's. This is my problem by playing a puzzle game. Okay, maybe I'm not done with the alliteration. That requires so much focus and attention to detail, and then playing it over the span of a month and a half. Hallways grant hallways as an upgrade disc. Oh! I'm very glad I took that. Show me the library. Okay, I gotta use the key that I earned. Show me the library. Library go... Why does the library not go up? Office goes up. I think we need to take the office. It will cost us all of our gems. I can then throw money everywhere, which could help in the thing. We're picking the office. Doesn't the office also have a safe in here somewhere? Tub and tube. I know we already have the letters of everything. Oh yeah, this is the office. This does have a safe. All right, this thing though. March of the Count. We've heard the Count. Play the Queen, follow the Lord, passing of the Barons, herrings of the Major, and it's written in red. March of the Count. I believe this is the same way it was written last time, right? Just came to say hi because it's super late. Also, you're disappointed you're still up, Pyro. Omicron, g'day, welcome on in. Glad for you to say hi, but yes, don't force yourselves to stay up late. I know my weekday streams are not EU friendly or any of that time zone. So take care of yourself, guys. The VODs are always available. And on the weekends, we will have more time. Antechamber in the... Oh, right. The greenhouse has an antechamber lever. I do remember this. So just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Oh, and this is the greenhouse lever activates the south, or possibly the north even, but probably the south, south door of the antechamber, but you have to find the broken handle first. Same note as last time. Yes. Wonderful. I'm going to quick steal this note. Also, good news, guys. I think I figured out my monitor issue. I was able to get into the settings, and yes, I do see a slight brightness increase when I go to take a screen capture, but nothing too bad. That is a conclusion I can come to. Well, that's fair. You're doing a good job with the hints of like, he said something. It could be right or wrong. I'm going to say a neutral response. Your deductive reasoning skills are reasoningly deductive. Scale. Enter. Run payroll, spread gold. I don't think I want to spread gold. It's not a bad option right now because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rooms. So we would guarantee get a good chunk of money. Or we can keep going up until we find the room that collects everything, hit this button, and then go grab a crap load of money. And I like that. You're doing your best. You love these streams. I appreciate that. All right, I do need to figure out this safe answer, though. The only one we were actually able to figure out, and by we, I mean you guys, was the Christmas theme in the boudoir. Oh, I can't play with the wood puzzles. Yeah, spread effects do give more the bigger your house is. That also makes sense. The only thing that I am not entirely positive... Hold on. March of the Count. Any books with the matching titles are available for purchase in Reddington? Something about... Obviously, one's written in black, right? Hold on. Weren't these the names of 5 out of the 6 people in the foyer? I remember seeing Count, Baron, and Major. I don't remember if I saw Lord. Maybe it was a Lord Sinclair. And the quote-unquote queen. She didn't have queen in her title. It was a different one. To save me steps, you're pretty sure? Yes. Okay. Wait. Damn it, I want to go back in time. How many steps would I have to go back? 1, 2, 3? Give me a second. If I am correct, and this is worth me giving up 3 steps. 6 steps, because I'll have to return. Wasn't Count called the 4th? No, Major Nicholas Key the 4th. Major is the 4th. Count was you. Count Isaac Gates. Count Gates. So you're the Count. It says March of the Count. So I'm interpreting that as March, meaning 3rd, and then Count meaning... I got nothing. Okay, so he's 4. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Didn't... Why is March giving you 3rd? January, February, March. I'm thinking in terms of dates. That's why March is giving me like 0-3 in my head. Like 3rd month of the year. What if this 4 is actually in terms of... What was the chapel number order again? It was 7, 5, 2, 3, 6, 4, 1? What if it follows that order? 7, 5, 2, 3, 6, 4, 1, 7, 5. Count Gates. Okay, I have two guesses. You're thinking in terms of dates because 8 dates crack 8 safes? That's correct. All right, I have 2 guesses. I'm gonna all right. So I think 03 is the start to the office safe. And the only reason I'm thinking the office safe is because here in the office, we get the note that says March of the Count. So we need to know what the count represents in terms of numbers. But I think March means 3rd, count, meaning that count. Oh, he's also on top of it. That's a count. So that's Count Isaac Gates. Weren't there, wait. Count Small Gates. Hold on, I'm going back to my cheat sheet because I took a picture of this. This one I do have a picture of. Hold on. Small Gates would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going 0305. March 05. Fuck. You know, we never confirmed the last letter of SMAL. We have Count SMAL blank Gates. 8 dates crack 8 safes. What if it's just 8? 1, 2, 3, 8. It is not. I might be right. I might not be. I think I'm not right. But that is clearly Count Isaac Gates up there. That is the same statue as the one we found around. I also see one of the hands that we found in the foyer. But we have other members. It wouldn't just be 0304, would it? Is that the only Count Isaac Gates? Ooh, you're right. What if it's Count March of the Count and you actually have to count how many Isaac Gates there are? Because yeah, the statues ever. There's the Queen. No lag. Why? Okay, we were back. You're fine. So there's a Gates. There's a Gates. There's a Gates. That's 3. Obviously, that's a big one. 4. No. I'm coming up with 4. Let's try 0304. So March, and then Count Isaac Gates for 4. Fuck. All right, the only other one I had was 7, 5, 2, 3, 6, 4, 1, 7, 5. 0, 3, 0, 5, and that was already wrong. 0, 3, 0, 8. Fuck. Is it? What if it's just 0315? It is not. What is the exact wording of the art puzzle? March of the Count, Flight of the Queen, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the... Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing. So I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings, but no, Herbert. I suspect either would be suitable. Well, yes, if it was herrings, that would be like red herrings. No, the puzzle with the pictures. Oh, we don't have it fully fleshed out. We have blank F blank 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 count SMAL blank gates 8 dates crack 8 safes. So unfortunately, the tile puzzle we don't have the full answer. So I've just been assuming that gates 8 dates crack 8 safes. That's the only thing we actually have for sure, and we also have count on there. But count small gates. And I really wish I could show you what I was looking at, because unfortunately I have my notes on another screen. But I have the picture of the calendar, and on it, it has 8 gates on there, 5 small gates and 3 big gates. Unless it means the wood gates are the small gates, but I assume the background metal gates were the small gates. And that's where I was getting 5. I'm so close, it's killing you. Damn it. Fuck. But yes, I don't know what the top row is. It could be something, try not to spoil, and I appreciate that. It could be something as simple as, if, do, or do not, or if not count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. I know this is an F. Why didn't I bring this up before? But we have blank, blank, blank. So I don't know what this top line says. And that sucks. That could be very important. Oh well, we can't solve this yet, or even if we can, I am incapable at the moment. Because that is a Count Isaac gate. God, we're so close. That's all right. Open the door. Never mind. We're leaving. Anything else about in here? Who are you? We see the Sinclairs. We see some people. Wonderful look to the outside. Who are you? That's not you, is it? Someday I'll figure out what's inside of you. But until then, I need a key. Open this door for good luck. Maybe it's a storeroom. Oh. No, I don't have a gem for the garage, so I guess the wine cellar. Wine cellar will have to do. It's a pretty early wine cellar now that I think about it. Hold on. I'm taking a screenshot. For some reason, when I go to take a screenshot, my brightness shoots up all of a sudden. And I don't know why. Oh, actually, I do know exactly why. It's probably because when my monitor is running, it's in HDR, and when I take a screenshot, it shoots to normal resolution. And in doing so, I did notice that the brightness kind of kicks in and the contrast gets thrown off. Getting the dead end out of your draft pool early isn't the worst thing. That's actually a good call. So maybe it's sometimes worth it to like go down or like use this path and this path to just trigger a couple of dead ends so you don't have to get them later. But taking a look at this room, right? The wine cellar has all of this open space. This makes me feel like there's something here. Like if you were to, say, grab the correct bottle, it would open up. I'm looking for a hand indicator. Actually, I'm just going to start clicking. My favorite game. Randomly click until something happens. Is there sometimes a key over here? Not this time. Standing on the D of dates. All right, what do we have here again? We have a knight, we have some mistletoe, we have 2 spades. That's kind of important. A swan, and what is that? 1,213? 1213? Oh, that's easy enough. 1213. All right, and then I guess we're going back to the entrance. Wow. What a terrible run so far. What other plant looks like mistletoe? I have no idea. I am not a botanist, and my plant knowledge is terrible. We're like in the same family. Elderberries? What's this? Oh, right. I've seen that note before. I also would like a sledgehammer because it looks like I could break a lot of stuff. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Oh, boy. Wait. Oh, boy. Could it be Holly, maybe? Oh, since the estate is Mount Holly? Ah! I could believe that. Library. Kitchen, no. Well, I guess we're taking bedroom. You know, I don't even feel like entering the bedroom because I feel like it's just gonna... I'm gonna check it out. I'm way too curious. Hello, little fella. Glad to give you some life. Get you out of the deck. Oh, would you look at that? A pair of gems. That was definitely worth it. I think. Can I go up here? I cannot. You don't feel bad guiding me to that one because it's not relevant. Fair. As far as I know, I always forget what a fake means. I got there in the end, but that took me longer than should have. Okay, I was about to ask a question, and I just got the answer, which is, if you don't pick a room in a draft, does it go back to the deck, or does it get discarded permanently? Well, we've seen corridor and closet before. And you know, we have a coin. Pantry will give us steps as well as money, but it will lead us into the chapel. Corridor will go around the chapel, but it will also just pretty much make the chapel a worthless piece. And I'm okay with that. Corridor it is. There was an argument to picking closet, though. Oh, look at this corridor right in the front yard. Finally, some light in here. Pin and pine. This is why this is an E. And look at that. We can either make the chapel a worthless piece by picking the commissary, but we have no money, so I think that's pretty dumb. We can pick the closet for some items. That's tempting. Or we can pick the dead end of the storeroom and get paid. Actually, as I say it, avoiding the chapel avoids its downside at least. That is true. But I need the key. Because now we can actually go up on the office now that we have a key. If the door isn't, do you brick your run here? No, because now I have a key. But yeah, so right now we have the chapel door. And then we have this office door because we have we now got a key thanks to the storeroom. Yeah. So do we just head north right away then? Go to the office, maybe hit the office to spread money. Now that I think about it, we probably should have hit this because we could have picked up so much money along the way. As opposed to now, if we go through the chapel, coming back will cost us every coin that we have. Oh well, we're gonna blow all of our steps. What else is there to do? There's something on the other side of the chapel, but I'm gonna go office and I'm just gonna say screw it and we're gonna hit the spread button. Is this how normal runs feel? I've never been like step struggling before, but right now I am a little step struggling. Ah, Mount Holly home. I see it now. I really should have figured that out. Spread the gold. All right, money has been sent everywhere. Open this door. What do we have? I feel like I am getting quite unlucky here. Security room. All right, we have a door. That's good to know. Damn it. Random questions. What's my thoughts on emulation? I'm okay with it. I just personally will not stream it just because of I don't want to run it. I need to do research on what I can stream from emulation and what I cannot. But in terms of performing emulation, I see no problem with it. If there is not a alternate source to play the game, I think emulation is fine. The other playthrough you're watching, his day count is in the 70s, and his econ and everything is so advanced you don't remember how early rooms go. Huh. How early runs go. Got it. Damn. No, I am not. No. Just no. Don't be locked. Who's locked? All right, time to pick up money and see if the chapel screws us. Money, money, money. Money. Money, money, money. 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 Just don't emulate Nintendo games and you're all set. Fair. But those are the games I want to play. Ooh, money. And yes, his run is in the 70s and he's still not done the game. That's okay. The game can be hard. Ja'ari Yena. Oh, Ja'ari. No wonder it didn't say Queen, but probably Queen. Baron. But this also said Baron, right? Yeah, Baron Thomas Sinclair. And this is Baron Edwin Sinclair. Edwin has the mustache. Thomas has the mutton chops. Lord William Epson. I don't remember seeing you. You're Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. That the Major Key has me thrown. And then you. Good old Count Isaac Gates. March of the Count. I'm so close to figuring it out, but I still just don't know. Is there money in this room? Is there money in this room? There is no money in this room. Money in the hallway? Ooh, money in the hallway. There we go. Hello, Chapel. Hugh Chapel. Did I have that order right? 5, 7, 5, 2, 3, 6, 4, 1. I did, but there's 7, not 6. Is there any extra money in the chapel? There's a lot of money in the chapel. What the hell? All right, we're doing fine. See, run's not bricked. We'll just, salvage it from here. Or hear me out. Hear me out. A room you think you have a grasp on the puzzle of? Ah, yes, the chapel. Yeah, I have no idea what the chapel puzzle is. All I know is I lose money coming in here, and there's numbers on the walls. I have no idea what it is. So hear me out. We could continue and pick the den, and then we can keep running on this run. Or we take 14 coins and 6 gems into tomorrow. If I brick my run here, you think it's worth investigating chest before I end the day? That's a good call, actually. Based on that, I think I'm going to brick the run and pick Freezer, an item I have never picked before, and I like what it does. Freezer. Key! A white pawn. Hold on. A white pawn is the freezer. I also just noticed, but I should take my jacket off, shouldn't I? How rude of me. Now you guys can see the names. It's cold in here, which is why we can't have the key. That's a silver key. That's a note. That means tea. Is this a... That's a passage. And we get 2 runs today. Yes, we do. Gem. All right, so good to know. There's something we can do eventually that will warm up the freezer because there's a key there. I mean, there's a chest piece there. We can ignore that. Not for staff use, Master Sinclair's personal freezer. Well, in his personal freezer is a silver key, maybe even a basement key, who knows? But there's a note here, and I can't quite read it because I'm not supposed to until I melt it. So there's got to be something about lowering temperatures somehow. It seems there's more to the freezer. I wonder if we need a tool. Yes, a blowtorch. But also, this is going to be a door once the ice is melted. If the ice melts. But we'll have to deal with that another day. For now, I won't lose a coin because I'm immune. You're just being coy obnoxious. You're not being obnoxious. You're just adding wonderful dialogue. If I had to guess, we would either need the power room in order to turn off the power to this place, and then maybe it'll slowly warm up. Or specifically, we need a furnace, and the furnace will handle it. Does this game give you a flamethrower? No, it does not. I just want one. It might not. Damn it. The power of the koi. All right, I need to remember how to get to the chess puzzles. I think it was down the elevator, right? Which is over here. Also, please hold, please hold. All right, I still haven't opened up that door. That's going to be important. It would be fun. I completely agree with you. Looks like nothing has changed over there, so we can ignore it. Let us take the elevator. Take me down. We also need to determine where the basement key is. Because once we drain the fountain, the basement key is how to get into the basement thing. Where there's a door locked by a key. Alright, that's the foreman thing. Seeing all the symbols and stuff that I'm fully oblivious to is painful in the best way. Are you talking about the lock that's on the elevator? Well, yeah, it's the power of a cool puzzle game, right? Didn't this used to be a door? The power of a good puzzle game is the ability to give you hints in plain sight without you realizing it. Wait. Is this not set up anymore? Do I have to set it up each time? Wait. No. Hold on. I think I understand this now. I might not. But what if I have the chess puzzle backwards? Currently, it was my thought of if you set up the chess puzzle, it influences the rooms you can get. But what if it's literally the other way? What if it's you have to go into rooms and based on where you see things, such as there were a pair of pawns, they were either in the parlor or the freezer, and then there was a rook, but I didn't see a bishop, although the chapel is always a bishop, so we know that. So what if I put a bishop here, and then a rook, or pawn, and then there was a rook in the nook, which was over here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 5, 2, rook. I am clearly right about this. And then the chapel was here. Not here, but here. A pawn was here. I need to test the other theory, though. But the other one was we had a pawn in the parlor. Was the parlor here? It works on both of them. So I need to perform a run where I see every chess piece, queen, king, knight, rook, pawn, bishop, and then we can come here and solve this puzzle. Excuse me, I think. Did any other... There was a pawn piece in the storeroom, wasn't there? It wasn't a knight. Was it a king? It was not a king. Was it a queen? It wasn't a queen. Was it a rook? No, it was not. Listening to me get it backwards in the VOD was so painful, and now you get it? What would you do if you came across a puzzle of chess pieces and like, I remember chess pieces being in puzzles? There may be more than one possible layer. True. Because I'm assuming there's going to be something that can happen based on what if things can be captured. But also, what if I just... What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there is a knight in security. I knew that the entire time. I was just testing you. If, you, do that. Yeah. And now I want to do a quick test on something. And that... There's definitely going to be something to do with, that. I'm going to guess... Obviously, I am guessing right now. That it won't appear as correct unless I actually have the room discovered. So I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say, Bishop, stay there. I don't have a queen square. That would be correct. Why am I still being suspicious? I shouldn't be suspicious. I was never suspicious. You were suspicious! Okay. So I don't have a queen or a king square. I might have a king square, and I might just be dumb. That's unfortunate. Where did I end up placing that? 5-1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the office has a king in it. I should have known that. That's a knight. So there's a king in the office. That's very unfortunate, but you're so glad I got it. Yeah! Just have to play the game of place everything everywhere. But unfortunately, I don't have a queen, so I can't solve the chess puzzle today. So let's just... Before I call it a day, I'm going to go investigate the... What's the words I'm looking for? I'm going to investigate the inside place. You mean something. So do these 4 dots. I just don't know what they mean. Do I have any queen rooms noted down yet? No. Oh no, the shrine? Oh, you're right, I froze my money, so no shrine today. Whoopsies. Ip-bada-do. Hold on, I have a whoopsies noise. This is what I was gonna go investigate. All right. Access computer now. Admin key. Fuck. Admin key not located. Microchip. I want to test something. What's this? Right. 1100. On, off. On, off, off. Oh, well. Let's test out all of our theories. Those theories include, what happens if I just steal the microchip? Does it stay in my inventory? Does it return? Let's find out. Tomorrow. Or does the microchip just get deleted out of existence and I gotta go find it later? A quaint little cottage. Yes, because rooms were locked and doors were shut. Save and continue. We have an hour to do another run. I want to keep playing this game. Why do I want to keep playing this game so much? I know why I want to keep playing this game, but why do I never have enough time to play this game? If we don't beat it today, there's a good chance we won't. I have the next couple of Saturdays already booked. So I can't even slip this in on a weekend stream. Give me my allowance. Thank you. All right, first things first. To the outer room. Because it's such a darn good game. It is. Make a wish. Don't f me on doors. Wait, that could have been taken in true context. I mean, don't give me locked doors all the time, please. What the hell? That's a new one. Each time you draft a dead end, spread 5 coins to the tomb. I swear you're not trying to be mean, but you think part of my problem is just poor drafting strategy? Oh, 100%. Because I don't have a full grasp on drafting strategy yet. My strategery of what goes where and why is not quite there. Good eye, Pseudo. Have I ever seen that color of print even? I have not. Black? Maybe. No, I don't even think the foundation... I think the foundation was blue. I've never seen black. I'm gonna take it. Because it intrigues me. Because, actually, if we take a look at the room directory... We have blue rooms, blue rooms. Oh, I got a vault. I never even noticed. Blue rooms. There's still rooms I haven't discovered, which kind of infuriates me. And more blue rooms than obviously room 46. Hey, good old aquarium. We have bedrooms. We have hallways. I found every hallway. That's good to know. I haven't found many green rooms. Is that every shop? No. For some reason, I thought these were blanks, but I've only found half of the shops. I found every red room. Thank God. What's a studio edition? Right, the dovecote in the classroom, and I've never seen the dovecote. There's a total of 110 rooms in the game. Holy shit. An outer room, it looks like I'm still missing one, and tomb was one that we've never come across. So there's still one we haven't seen. And what was the last one we were just offered? I saw tomb, I remember seeing shelter, and I completely ignored the last one. Let's see what's in the tomb. I'm just curious what's down here. Obviously, as we draft dead ends, we could get more money in here. But that's not my big concern. My big concern is what the hell is in the tomb? Other than eventual money. Good lord, this place is gigantic. Why do you have a broom? Oh, that's terrifying. Oh no, it's a puzzle. No, the tomb has a puzzle. Why am I upset? That actually excites me. Have I seen angels like that anywhere else? God damn it, don't you give me good hints right now. I remember seeing this angel. What does changing your arms do? Tombs. If people found graves popular, heck. It was worth to die for. Yeah. You're not giving me anything. Just, you know, just asking questions. Yeah, there was a angel. Open only in the event of your death. Simon, so here's where it all ends, at least for me. And of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dark dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak, overlooking the plains. Where's that? The wondrous wood and the worldly mountains. I should take pictures of this. So I will. For my notes. For my notes. This is a game that I kind of wish I had a like, eidetic memory. Angel or Angela, or did you mean angles? I meant angels. Should probably be taking pictures of all writing. Yep. Let's see. Wondrous woods and the worldly mountains. And the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants you in a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak, and sycamore and spruce? More than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains? Why is the music so loud? This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat the sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gesture can be as effective as they are theatric. And a screenshot. I have a brief question. When I'm taking a screenshot like that, is everything frozen or is just my monitors frozen? Like when I'm taking the screenshot, am I moving? Is anything moving or is nothing moving? And I'm just gonna take a quick screenshot of this. Just in case. Because if nothing is moving, I will move a little bit quicker on my screenshot time. Pretty sure it's just frozen for you. You can see? Wonderful. That makes me happy. All right, I need to bring that back up. My notes were in the way. Now, let's not get lost in the tomb. That would be bad. Is that a frying pan? That is what we call a spade. That is a spade. Spade. Like a card spade. Candles? Interact with candles? You thought it was a pizza spatula. Okay, you might be right. I see where you're coming from. But based on... Why does the angel have a hat and a hoe? I mean, why not? The hat is stylish. What a hoe! Yeah! Carrying that hoe around. Whose tomb is this? Is that mine? Money. I see the message, but I'm going to ignore it. Fire. Fire. What? Back to the message. Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? Remember, the fire's in order. Hey, how are your steps looking? Okay. I mean, I haven't noticed my steps going down since I've been in here. The candles, you mean? Yes, remember the fires of the candles. Yes, yes, yes. But it's a 4x4. I have no idea what the 4x4 would be for. I also don't know if this is going to be important. When in doubt, take a screenshot. And then we add it to the visual cue. There we go. Could just be candles. Could just be decorations. Correct. You can walk around here and not lose any steps. That is good to know. Until a new room appears. Something is suspicious. All right. I'm going to try something. The hell is that? Broom, and I see the maid. Hat. Hats and things. Lot this man using cheats? What do you mean? Oh, lol, this man using cheats, taking screenshots and not having a good elephant memory? Correct. A new room here? I mean, you suppose it's possible. Anything's possible. This is the, saint that, or this is the angel I remember the best. I believe that was the one that was talked about in the orchard. Is there anything over here? No, just some candles knocked over. Hang on. How many angels are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. There's 7. Would I like you to answer that? Nope. Because it looks like there are 7. However, something looks suspicious about this spot in particular. I mean, you at times will use screenshots if you have a bad headache or migraine. Trust you when you want to relax, but have headaches and screenshots regardless. That's okay. It's a tool, so we use it. Actually, everything about this place is suspicious looking. All right, so I want to just understand. So this is the center, staring right at there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Weird layout. 6, 7 angels with weird path 1, weird path 2, followed by tombs on these far ends. One tomb is on this far end, and then the other tomb's on the opposite far end. Interesting. So it's not symmetrical. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles here. I thought that was going to correlate to the... Did you sketch the layout on your notes? Sketch the layout of the area? Possibly. I think that might be a little difficult to get this place fully sketched out. You think the angels might be correlated to the torches, but you had a little loss? I think I'm not supposed to know what they're supposed to correlate to right now. But I have this weird feeling that, like, what if I activated all garden-based angels? So a hoe, a spade, and a rake, just as an example. Like, that's 3 out of the 7 that I think are correlated. Why do they have a chef hat? Oh, because that's probably a pizza pan. So not a spade. You might be supposed to no, you might not. We haven't set any rooms out there today. Does the layout match the rooms already set down, or is it different? Yeah, I haven't done anything with rooms yet. So this is a king and a scepter, or a king and a queen angel. We have what looks like a riding crop. I'm assuming that's like whatnot. Broom, dusting, and a chef. I got nothing. All right, angels mean stuff. Tomb exists. Let's go. We will be back here to earn more money. Why does Alice have a GameCube-like logo by her name? That's because Alice is a, wow, didn't even realize you hit your 2 months. Congrats. Is a, Rowan Knight, became a member of the channel for 2 months. The cube represents, second month. D6 member thing. Yeah! You become a Rowan Knight by becoming a member of the channel. You too can get a D4 by your name. And then every month that you continue, that dice will slowly upgrade. All right, time to actually do stuff. Let's head right to start. I've had better luck with going lower first. Aha, because we can hit things like the parlor. You get special emojis? Yes, that is the cosmetic DLC privilege of being a member. You're getting Shadowgate 64 vibes from the stream? Why? What happened in Shadowgate 64? I want this wind-up key. May you have permission to, at the end of the day, let me know if I drafted a room relevant to the tomb today? Yes! You will have permission to reveal that information. This box is the middle box. Good lie. The gems are in the middle box. Could be true. This box is the middle box. Definitely a lie. The gems are indeed in the middle box. Thank you. It just reminds you of the GameCube you had years ago. You mean 16 years ago. Best emulator you've ever gotten when you had a Game Boy cartridge. Yeah, the Game Boy, or the GameCube was a really good Game Boy player. Dead end, dead end. Hey, dead end makes money. Or Reading Nook. Reading Nook will then give us access to the library, but it also points to a room that we can already access. I'm just going to take the closet. That was terrible. I wanted better items than that. I wanted special items. I didn't want those items. All right, tomb has money in it. That's good to know. Chapel is a solid choice here because we do have 20 money. However, we should probably pick the commissary because money. We have a gem, so we can afford it. Dead end. You win Pink Panther, who took wrong directions. Dead end, dead end. Dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. All right, day 20 and 21 is not here, but let us see what we can afford and purchase and buy and why. All right, so we can buy a gem for 3. Sledgehammer. Let us take the sledgehammer. Enchanted padlocks on locked trunks. Useful. Can also break stuff. Running shoes. I don't know what the running shoes do. There's a better joke when it's stepping on bugs. Dead ant? Yes. And that's fine. I'm gonna take it. Occasionally save steps when traveling longer distances across the states and crowns. Nice! And we don't need to turn money into gems because we do not have money and we do have gems. Bride and Bridge, hence this is a G. Soon, Dirigiblocks. Soon. All right, what's in this door? Hallway is solid because it adds more hallways, which is nice. But it also isn't the best. Bedroom is a good choice because it goes up, and up we want. Also, it gives us 2 free steps. Bedroom is a pawn. Taking note. So far, I haven't been able to confirm if... Oh, look, 4 stars. Is that supposed to be against stars and stairs? Yeah. Just hope those shoes don't get worn, because last time you checked your shoes, their bottoms were gone. Like, gone. Like, gone. So worn down that you were literally barefoot. That's a bit far. Oh, look, a die! You ivory die. We have a good reset. That will be useful later when we get stuck. That's right. I should very much look for rooms and ensure chess pieces in some of them. See, this is a good hallway draft. It's good because it's more hallways, and we want to draft every hallway we can, because eventually we can have nothing but hallways, and hallways are good. Assuming we spin the correct side, of course. Like, if we needed to go up, hallway would be trash. Pantry's a solid one, but I feel okay getting it later. Hallway gives us 2 options, so I'm taking it. Hallways don't come with chess pieces, though. All right, I want to get back to the foundation if I can. Passageway is solid, although it is only 2 rooms. But that's better than anything else we have. No, but yes, it was a little far, but you remember this. You remembered it. This you promised. Okay. Sorry, passageway. I need to take you now. I want to save my redraw because it's way too early. But unfortunately, dead end. And up. Den is perfect. We like the den. But I'm not going to walk into the den. We can, and we can pick up the gem. But I'm going to draft this room and see if I can get to connect to the foundation. The answer is I can. And actually, the dark room has no downsides at this current pick. It blocks itself forward, but it gets us to the foundation. Or again, we could pick the hallway, which will go straight ahead and then hopefully connect to foundation. I'm picking the dark room. Dark room connects to foundation. Solid choice. Picking it. Let's go. And it gets the dark room out of the pool. With no negatives. Still need to figure out how to make elevator work. Back passage, you with the most stupid joke. Yes. And we have this door. Patio? Or traps? Patio. That does spread... does this apply to future pickups? Noise removal. Why'd you turn back on? So does this mean if I grab more green rooms, there will be gems in there? It does not apply to the future. Ah, so this was worthless. Good to know. It spreads a gem in itself, so it's free. Oh, okay, so there's one at least one there. Drawing room has me intrigued, but it definitely wouldn't have been your draft of choice. It has, the other ones were reds. I don't like reds. I guess I could have redrawn. Drawing room gives us double options. We already have a north option, so we technically don't need the drawing room's right. Observatory is solid, but also we have the dens option. So technically this drawing room Observatory has good stuff in it. It's always good to pick an observatory to get a star, right? And also, doesn't the observatory come with a chess piece? It has a knight. Writing that down. Knight. Observe. Oh. Hello, Emperor. Welcome on in. Good boy, Rowan. What do we get for this one? Wait. The twins. A pair of chests has been added. Wait, I get 4 and 2? So there's not an actual 6? Observatory is one of the easiest S-rank rooms in the game. You can think of very few situations in the entire game where Observatory isn't great. Unless it just dead ends and bricks your run, right? That would be like it. There is no 6. Okay, so it gives you 4 and 2 because a 6 does not exist. Good to know. All right, let's go this way. Or not. We also haven't gone into the den yet. I'm gonna go to the patio. Get my gem back, and then go up. Clever boy. You hear that? I'm clever. Oh, there's also an apple in here. That's useful. 2 free steps. What's this say? Buried below, occasionally you may dig. Right. Is there a shovel out here, though? I would love to dig, but I don't have access to a shovel. Not locked. Courtyard! I mean, it just goes straight. Storeroom is also a choice. Doesn't the storeroom... I forgot what the storeroom has. Storeroom has a chess piece in it, though. The den might be unlocked for what it's worth. From my current experience, anytime I've seen a locked door, the other door was also locked. Maybe don't dead end, though. That is the reason I don't want to pick storeroom and why we're picking courtyard. We also have 8 gems, which I think the highest I've ever seen a gem requirement on was the vault, and that was 4. So as long as we're above 4, we can technically open any door. So we're going with the courtyard. Hey, would you look at that? There's a metal detector. That could be useful. Now if only we found a shovel. Something being locked one way does not mean it will necessarily be locked the other. That's good to know. Then I've just had poor experiences of every single time I've had it, it's always been the case. So this is gonna be locked. I take it back. Library is a solid choice because we're on a corner. Spare room makes it go up, and spare room is kind of nice. It definitely can happen. Got it. It's just been bad luck for me then. I'm tempted to go with library because I like the discover less common floor plans, even though it is nice to go up. I'm gonna go with library. What's that? Shit. As long as this is the library, this will be okay. Treasure map. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting from row 5, we want to go to row 6, back 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Here's the treasure. Do I have that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to 6. Left, up, right. So yes, we want to go here, here, and then the treasure's over here. So go through the library door. We'll find a treasure. Everything will be fine, and we're great. What's this say? Right. In library use only, books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Pump system. Have a nice day. Additional reading. You wish you read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory. Good to know. Any chess pieces in here? None at first glance? That's okay. Open. We have to use the key. Cloister? That's expensive. What the fuck is the Chamber of Mirrors? You can now draft second copies of rooms you already have in your house. So, I have an issue. The Cloister is a solid choice. Because it also has an angel in there. That could be interesting. Cloister has 2 more potential unlocked doors. You are correct. But I've never picked Chamber of Mirrors or Cloister. So I'm torn between the correct choice and mystery, but also mystery. But it's gotta be Cloister. Very rarely do we have 3 spare. Oh yeah, Chamber is very limiting. It is, it's a dead end. So there is a, angel. Ooh, money. This makes me want to go back to the tomb and manipulate the scepter angel. All right, so as we can see, unfortunately, our left option is locked. So we don't have a key card. We can look for one. But this one is unlocked. Ooh, we can pick the hallway or the spare room. Probably hallway. It gives us another option. You bet it's a pretty dead end, though? You're looking forward to that at some point? Same. I bet it's a very pretty dead end. Drawing room doesn't go up. And I want to save our gems because we did just utilize 3 of them on this cloister. So hallway, more hallways. Getting close to antechamber, you are correct, but it is locked. So I'm trying to get a door that'll go to it, and then I'm going to pray we can find a way to unlock it over here. But we do need a lot of keys to do that, and we have none. I have plenty of house to find a lever. This is true. Damn it. Damn it. Curse you, hallway! Before today is over, I'm going to figure out if you are related to the tomb in any way. Up off the den is an option, potentially. Yes, assuming it's not locked. And then we also have entrance hall even to go, or this off hallway. We have quite a few spots to go. No, this is far from a bricked run. The observatory was locked, so we can't go that way. I want to go down. I haven't even finished my entrance room drafts. You are correct. And you know, now that I think about it, I probably should just, once I'm in the entrance room, instead of continuing on, a strategy should be just pick 3 doors, because maybe you can throw a dead end somewhere, and then you get other choices out of the drafting pool. That's probably a strategy I've never utilized. So we have down the hallway, but we also haven't claimed the gem of the den yet. Also, what chess piece is associated with den? A pawn? Pawn is den. At least this time. For some reason I don't remember pawn being. Nothing else, it's 3 pieces of information before you take any steps. Exactly. Kind of the advantage of maybe when you have these multiple rooms like this one and this one, you should just place them. That might be a way to improve my drafting strategy. You're right, it's not locked. I think the security is a good choice here because we can start reducing the amount of locked doors there are. Because like this is a locked door. Also with security, we could make it so key cards default to off. So if we ever find the power room, this cloister becomes unlocked. And I'm gonna leave the corridor alone. The fact that it's always, actually, If corridor is always left unlocked, that means this locked cloister door won't matter. We can just go up. But man, the security is a solid choice. Both only give us one option, since the connection to the observatory is moot. I think I'm gonna choose security, just so I can reduce locked doors in the future. Corridor is also a guaranteed unlocked door elsewhere on higher ranks. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking too. So, security. And then we're gonna unlock this door, just because I want to practice this strategy. Perfect hallway! Not a bad storeroom, but a perfect hallway. Because in case this hallway turns bad, we will have an option up here. Also, pick as many hallways as we can. That way we'll have hallways everywhere. I will soon have a map of nothing but hallways, and I am proud of that. All right, let's do a little sneaky sneaky, a little cheeky cheeky, and a little hacky hacky. Keycard system. System settings. Right, this only determines keycard doors. And I'm gonna start by setting them low, and then change them to an unlock status with no power. So there will be less key cards in the future. And if we can ever turn the power off, it will unlock them. Which is going to be needed faster than I'm willing to admit. Fuck. West Wing Hall is Pog, because we get bricked otherwise. We don't really have an option. West Wing Hall it is. Don't be locked. Pantry is the only option we can... it's not the only option. I'm actually leaning towards taking garage. Yes, it bricks the path, but it does give us 3 keys, and we do know of 3 locked doors in our future. So this actually is the anti-brick because of the 3 keys. It just doesn't go up. Right, there's no power to the garage yet. All right, keys. Think that was the best call? Yay, look at me. I'm starting to figure it out. There's something else in here. And it's this way. It's inside the car, isn't it? Nope, it's that coin. We don't have a car key. We can't open these. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship. Your absence must be accounted for. Unfortunately, I should be taking that picture to understand. Oh, look, you could have gotten the E out of this room. All right, and without power to the garage, this garage door opener does not work. Okay, but we got 3 keys. Let's see what's south, just so that we can find stuff. Not the call you would have made, but you think it was right. So we could either pick a storeroom or the utility closet. I'm leaning towards the utility closet because A, it allows us to actually, I'm 100% picking the utility closet. Storeroom is tempting for that key. I really want that key. I think we get more utility out of the utility closet. Wait, do I have to solve the puzzle again? Because we can turn the keycard entry system off. You just got 3 keys. Util is goated here. Fair. So we can turn the garage on, the dark room on, and the gymnasium off. The perfect switch. I'm going to cheat for a second. because I took notes. On how to handle these lights. There it is. Off blue, green, white, red, purple. Now you remember, if you go right, if you go red, I forget how blue triggers, but that's fine. Oh well, off blue, green, white, red, purple. And I remember something like, white only appears when you get blues everywhere. No, the lever switching unlocked a permanent addition. The lever switching. I already did everything there is to do with this puzzle. White requires turning everything purple. Oh, turning everything purple. Also, Cat, good eye, welcome on in. Right, you have to turn everything purple. So that's make a lot of reds. Okay. And then I could turn it white. Then like red. And then this goes off and that goes green. But you're right, I think I did everything because the power of the weird lightning bolt with the line has already been thrown. I just wanted to make sure there was nothing else back here, and I didn't like the fact that it wasn't opened. But you're right, I did do everything. Okay. So yeah, gymnasium off, dark room on, garage on, and keycard system is off. And that's what you were saying. I appreciate that. I still just wanted to make sure that was finished, just for my own sanity. So I'm gonna do something controversial. I'm gonna go check out the tomb. How many dead ends have we placed? 2. 3? 2. Garage doesn't count. So there should be 10 coins in the tomb? But also, I want to throw that lever. And this way we don't have to do a crap load of backtracking in order to get back to the tomb. Pretty sure garage counts. Ah, we shall see. It will cost us a couple of steps, but that's okay. We'll find some food along the way. All right. All right, tomb. Where does the money spawn? You know, now that I think about it, it's probably going to be on the opposite side on the unmarked tomb. Why is the music so loud in the tomb? Also you. I think you might do something with the cloister. I would be wrong. It's echoey atmosphere. True. I mean, a spooky tomb after all. That is fair. Oh, there they are. You're right, the garage does count. That's a good amount of money. What the hell? This is the same as before. Okay, so it ends up on this altar. But I'm gonna activate that. I'm gonna see if that does anything to the cloister. Which is a place we're gonna run to anyways. Right, gotta bring this back up. 15 coins is a good amount of money. Indeed, on top of the 6 we already had. Is it better for us to go back into the garage and then head up on hallway? Yes, we do want to go to the garage because we want to stop by security. Now that we have the ability to turn doors off, Cloister's door is already unlocked, but we're going to go to security and we're going to up the amount of key card doors. So I'd like to see like 9 of them, because now if we get a locked door but it's a key card, it's an unlocked door. So I would rather have doors be key card doors than key doors. Correct. Yay! We go in here. Then it's forward, forward, left. I'm slowly but surely learning strategy. I have some strategy. It's not like I was going in with no strategy. I was just going in with less strategy than some. How's the Emperor? He's doing great. He's sleeping on my foot right now. Which means I'm gonna bug him because I have to stand up for a second because my tailbone just started hurting. But now I'm gonna give him my foot so he can sleep on it again. Good boy. All right. Go in. Keycard system. It is currently offline, which is what I want. So go to high. 5 or 6 doors would be fantastic. Stretch break, indeed, take a stretch break. So that door is locked, but I do want to go to the cloister for multiple reasons. So I am not going to waste a key here because I do know both of these doors are key doors. So I'm just going to go straight to the cloister. I don't want to utilize a key on this unless I have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn. Starting to cost me. I am also noticing, though, that I haven't come across a king room or a queen room. And I would love to figure out the chess puzzle along the way here. Okay, so I threw the lever with the cloister, but I see this didn't interact at all. But there's gotta be a way to get in there because there's dirt piles, and dirt piles are interactable. No kitchen, no dining room, you've got space for more food. That's also a truthful point. Unless you can grab the dirt piles from a distance. Ooh, we could do the boudoir, and that would make us go up. A spare room is fine, but not necessary. I think the boudoir is a good choice here. Your guess is the king is in 46? Ooh. Wait, I thought I already had a king room, though. I didn't have a queen room. Maybe I had those pieces mixed up. I'm going to choose the boudoir because it gives us a room here that the hallway can't get to. Excellent. Also, we can open the safe. No, safe is open, so we can just reap the rewards of a gem. And we already grabbed the scarlet letter. The office is a king room. Yeah, that's what it was. Don't be locked. Always is. That's why we have 3 keys. But we can already go to rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can already go to rank 7 without a key. So why would I use a key to go to rank 7? I'm going to use a key to go to rank 8. Because I want to use the key to get to the antechamber. Because it'll definitely need one. Show me a straight. Fuck! no! Is this where we use the redraw to go forward? I see everybody's on board with it. Yep. A billiards room is an option, but then we would have to take 3 lucky ones. So let's just do a redraw. Yeah! Billiards could be good here, otherwise reroll. Thinking the same thing. All right, pantry's also not bad, but I think corridor's the correct choice here. Yep, there's the corridor. Because it's a guaranteed opening on the next level. Oh, cool, running shoe, so that didn't cost us a step. Oh, and it's a perfect billiards room. Although the chapel, hold on. So I'm torn. Do I have a bishop room yet? I can't say that for certain. So chapel is a guaranteed bishop room. It's also the only room that I currently have marked. Actually, I don't have anything marked as a bishop room because I'm dumb. But bishop equals chapel. So here's why I'm leaning towards billiards room, right? So both chapel and billiards room will connect me to the antechamber. Cool! That means we can go in there as soon as we do an unlock of some sort. Assuming we can get an unlock on this side. And with our step count, that's actually gonna get kind of hard. The chapel will cost us a coin, but who cares? We got a good amount of coin. A bishop room? Why not a rook room? I have a rook room, right? No, I don't have a nook, and the nook is a rook. And the chapel has a bishop. Is the billiard room a rook? But let me elaborate. The chapel does not have pictures in it. We can clearly see that the billiard room does, and I don't know the letter of this room yet. So if we pick the billiard room, we are giving up on this square unless we do a hallway move, but this will determine the letter of this square, where the chapel will just give us access to the last square. I like the billiard room, and I think the puzzle to obtain stuff is gonna help. You make a good point there, Malice, with the chapel giving us the door to go over here, but the chapel itself will then be a mystery. But I'm gonna pick billiard because meta progression. And there's the antechamber room. Also, there's a coin. And then we can solve this, but also we have... Is this wheat and heat? And if it's wheat and heat, that makes it a W. There's still a chance at the top corner of the hallway. Hold on. Yes, we can still go hallway and up, assuming we have steps. Clever boy. You say that, but I'm fairly, and by fairly, I mean like 95% percent sure. I merged all my words. Give me a second. I am 95% certain. There it is. Percent and certain became person because I was going to say person. I'm 95% certain that a member of chat gave this one to me. So if it is wheat and heat, oh no, I figured it out. It's a W. Which means, hold on, I'm actually gonna bring up the tab screen. I know this is an F and this is a W. I'm gonna guess the antechamber is a space, and I'm going to guess it says if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. That's my guess of what it says now. I think it's going to be IF space WE. But I'm going to solve a puzzle for an item. 13. 20, 10, 20. 11 minus 1 is 10. Times 2 is 20, divided by 4 is 5. 10. Minus 4 is 6. Minus 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8, divided by 2 is back to 4. That's one theory. You would be correct. And now we have a lot of keys. So, okay, now we're in the problem of I'm low on steps. I only have 20 steps. And going to the hallway is going to dead end us. So I think I'm just going to go to the boudoir, and we're going to try to fill out this space as much as we can. As much as I would love to progress up here to try to get to this square, your guess is it's the top... your guess is it is the top is a number cipher for a 9th safe. Oh. Wait. Hold on. I'm actually going to go to this room because that is actually the last letter outside of the top rows. Ignore everything I just said. We are going to try to crack these 3 immediately. A 9th safe. Interesting. So perfect. Yeah, we're going to get Smal to say a word now. Show me what's behind Smal. Shit, it has to be the kitchen, isn't it? I mean, it's 1,000% the kitchen. We have money, we need steps. It's the kitchen. And it gives us a door up. And it has pictures. Oh, the kitchen is GOAT. It's an L. Because that's a plane and a window pane. So congratulations, everybody. Our Smal is now indeed confirmed the word small. Kitchen has paintings, you're pretty sure. Hell yeah. But yeah, plain and pane. All right, so confirmed. It is indeed count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. Also, what's on the agenda? And adds morning room to today's draft pool. I mean, this is happening. First of all, we're buying the club sandwich because 15 steps is insane. And we're buying bacon and eggs. Although, what is this? If I buy 4 bananas, that's the same as 8. That will give me 12 steps. Is the morning room worth it? Because the 10 steps for 8 coins isn't. I would rather just buy bananas. That's much more step efficient. Is it much more? 12 versus 10, I just get a bonus 2 steps. Then no, bacon and eggs, 100%. Besides, who wants bananas when you can have bacon and eggs? Efwa, count small gates. 8 dates, crack 8 safes. 100%. Efwa. Because without the breakfast nook, I think there's only one way to get breakfast room. Oh. What the hell is this? Oh, it gives me a look into the dining room option. Okay, so we need an aquarium to get 30 steps. But now we have 43 steps. Thank you, kitchen. Save the run. And I still have enough for a banana. And this is true, but I'm going to save the coins in case we run across any other shops, like a locksmith. Because this is going to be locked. It's not. And we can get a chapel, which I think is better than the gymnasium. It's not. We turned off the power to the gymnasium. Gymnasium is 100% the correct choice. Oh, and it's a free door. Oh my God. Treasure map. Oh, also this. I don't have a shovel. I'm so mad. So what is this? This is supposed to be a T? Oh, because it just says T. I was gonna say, what is this? Plant and T. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Hold on. You see how mad I am? Because I'm mad. Stupid shovel. Plan and plant. Okay, that actually works. Cat, why are you so clever? All right, the dark room. What is the best option here? I'm leaning towards nursery. I can already see there are 2 pictures on it. So we can guarantee get a letter out of the nursery. Nursery. We could also do it with a reading nook, and a nook has a rook. I don't know if we have a rook spot yet. Nursery, maybe reading nook isn't bad for a key and a rook room. That is very true. It's very true. We're thinking this. There you go. YouTube chat, thank you for catching up. I appreciate that. Bunk room is out of the question. I put my hand on the mouse, and doing so, it clicked. Whoops. Yeah, I put my hand on the mouse, and and my fat ass hands pushed the button. Schadenfreude incarnate right now. You know, I don't like the fact that I literally, I'm now being very ginger with how I hold the mouse, how I preceded that incident with, we know we're not taking the bunk beds. Bananas! I lied. The kid stole food. Also, this... Oh, it is a bunk bed. I'm just dumb. And at least we get to... Hello, little fella. I'm glad you can stay alive due to my mistake. So what do we have? We have a crate. And we have the earth? All right, so what do we see here? We see painting, we see ball, we see sphere, we see earth, paint, globe, world, earth. Crate and create. Ooh. Hot damn, Malice. That is impressive. That is impressive. And honestly, that does line up with the E theory that we have, right? Because of if we is what I think the words are. I think you're right with create and crate. Holy shit. I trust you enough that I'm writing that down. You knew the letter for this room and didn't even see it? Aha! That's confirmation. It was an E. That's right, Camp Colonel. Sorry, Cap Colonel. Or Colonel. Pawns! Why are there so many pawn rooms? Also, I love the fact that there's two pawns here because it is a bunk bed because it means both of them are pawns. Both of them are pawns. It has meaning. I want to play a video game. Let me play a video game. Also, I should be leaving, shouldn't I? Stream was supposed to end 5 minutes ago, and I lost track of time. Is that a shotgun? Oh, it's made of wood. Never mind. I feel better. Pawns are traditionally most numerous. You make a good point there. 16 pawns and 16 pieces. That is how it works. So I guess that would add up that, they're just spread throughout the entire house. Way to go, little guy! Oh, you're done? No, keep going. That's fun. No. Keep exercising. It's good for your heart. Good for your little hamster heart. Well, cool. Now we have... We count small gates. 8 dates, crack 8 saves. Wait, are they two different sentences? If we count small gates? 8 dates, crack 8 saves. The first half of that is confusing to me. The dates crack safes was a good hint for finding the boudoir answer. Also, what do we need now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. So I'm 5 minutes over and have another 11 rooms max. Yeah, we're gonna finish it off, don't worry. And I'm just gonna deal with my consequences of not having a shovel. I will deal with the consequences of staying up late. Besides, tomorrow's Friday. I only have a very important meeting with a bunch of very important people tomorrow. No big deal. Yay! Wait. But I have Sledgehammer. Break! 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 I can't break. I'll be fine. Yeah, that's what coffee is for. I want to go to the boudoir. Thank you, running shoes. Use the key. A rumpus room exists. Pantry is solid. I don't think going to the bottom of the antechamber is something I should be, excuse me, wholeheartedly concerned with. You also just remembered I have a pair of chests in the entrance hall. You're right, I do. And it might be faster to take the garage outside and then to the entrance. Pantry will give us more food to give us more steps. Rumpus Room's fortune teller is crazy. You're not wrong with that. I'm gonna pick Pantry because we're running low on keys and gems, and I think I want to discover more space than I want to connect myself to the antechamber. Because so far, I only know of 2 rooms that unlock the antechamber. You're pretty sure it's less steps to go from garage to entrance outside than it is garage to entrance inside? Yes, because garage, this will be 1, 2, 3. And there's no way to get there any faster. But on my way back, I actually think if I go to the den, right? Because this would be like my... No, going to the garage is dumb. Because the way to get there would be cloister, library, courtyard, patio, foundation, darkroom, passageway, den, hallway, west wing, garage, when I could just do hallway, bedroom for free, entrance hall. Okay, so I'm not going to the garage. For some reason, unless security? No. Any way you cut it, me running to the garage is a mistake unless there was a way for me to walk through this hallway. Only way. And then even so, that's 1, 2, and then the 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, garage is a mistake. I got it. I'm picking Pantry. I'm picking Rumpus Room. I'm picking the Rumpus Room. Rumpus Room will allow me to get this square. Security and hallway, and I do have a key for it, will get me this square, and then maybe that can explore the rest. Let's rump. Rump it up. Give me a key door. Damn it! Ooh, Rumpus Room actually might... Holy shit. Right, the piles of money. What? Is there a chess piece here? I don't want to do this again because I did not like it the last time. I see a chess board. Oh, it's backgammon and checkers. Never mind. It's not a chess board. Can I break this? Do it again? Oh, I don't want to do it again. It's scary. Can I see if I can open the door first? Please, my lord. Can I please check for the door first? Paint and pint. Is there a chess piece in the closet? Did I just miss the chess piece? It may have changed. You're right, it may have changed. Was there a chess piece and I'm just blind? Am I doing a bit? I'm not. Are you talking about the voice or me missing? I missed multiple chess pieces in the room. There's multiple in here? A bass! White pawn pepper shaker? There's a white pawn pepper shaker. Uh-oh. Why can't I see this? Well, that's good to know. The Rumpus Room has multiple. Oh, look, a bishop. Yes, I was missing that piece. I wasn't looking at the floor. I was always looking at eye level. So this was why I couldn't see it. What's in the bishop's mouth? Drop it. What do you have in there? Can I have it? Looked right at it 3 times. Wasn't paying attention. Like if I ever did this, my eyes were up here. They were not down here. And I'm going to make some comment that it blends in, but no, I just couldn't see it. All right. Ah, why?
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Uh-huh.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
No. I'm okay.
The image is becoming clear.
The fuck is the car doing in the courtyard?
I see the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both. Now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes.
Okay.
Resting upon 8
Oh.
pedestals.
Wait, those red envelopes are from the 8 safes.
And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands.
Okay.
8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7.
Why?
Just like the art hanging on the walls of these.
Oh, this is supposed to give me a hint about that.
There is a letter missing.
Oh, that's cool.
What you have heard here has been foreseen.
Okay, so that's the second way they teach you about the art letters. That's awesome. You'll say, Alzara does not repeat himself. I'm assuming he gives hints.
I will have nothing more.
So interesting. There's 8 safes, but I'll only ever see 7 of them? That means there's a hidden safe that has a letter that I cannot read. Why is this diamond more red? Right. The rumpus room is a bishop. Do we know if Zara is always 100% correct? No. And I assume no because he predicts that I'm going to fail. The way this game gives you the same hint 15 different ways for every puzzle is so cool. It's a good design to prove that it's not too hard. Like, even if you don't understand one way that they're trying to tell you that the puzzle works, they will get it to you one way or the other. Did I try to open this yet? Of fucking course I did. Wait. The pepper shit. Oh. You mean this? The decanter? I don't think that's a pepper shaker. I think it's more of a decanter. Or a pepper grinder. That doesn't... I've never seen a pepper grinder with a square base. And it's up... Yeah, I don't think it's spawned. It's also on top of booze. So I think it's a decanter. A nice oak decanter. Next to the bucket of no ice. All right, so we can unlock this for a key. This requires a key. I'm really tempted to not unlock this room. I am being very stingy with my keys right now. But if I unlock this and I end up getting a room like a locksmith, I could spend a gem to do that and my money to get keys. But keys are very valuable at this point. I didn't do the thing with the entrance hall again. I'm such a dum-dum. Why am I so fucking stupid? Might be right, but consider the chest in the entrance hall. Good point. I'm gonna risk that having a key in it. Oh, that is a pog dining room. It doesn't cost us anything. It gives us a door to the antechamber. It gives us another door, and it's going to give us 20 steps because we're already on rank 8. We could wait to see if we can get an aquarium. Also, there is a pawn. Ha ha ha. Dining room gives a pawn. Good to know. We could eat the trout, or we can wait for the aquarium to see if we needed 10 extra steps. You're decently step healthy, and that's why I'm tempted to not take it and explore a little bit more. First, I want to see if this door is locked. I'm going to guess yes. Yes, it is. I'm not going to unlock it then because I need to save that key just in case the gifts in the beginning do not give it to me. On that note, I don't know if I need an extra 10 steps. We are about to do a lot of running all the way back to the entrance hall by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which would then take us about 12 to come back. But we're actually going to go to the hallway. 12 down, 12 back up is 24. That's true, which is the cost of the trout. You'd save the fish as a refill? That's fair. After 24, we'll still have, what, 15? No, 17. And that's assuming we come all the way back. We're going to go the hallway route and go up. All right. Let's save it then. I really wish I knew how this interacted. Not that way. I want to make sure I don't take a wrong turn, because a wrong turn is going to cost me steps. So foundation down to dark room. There something in the dark room? I'm trying to remember Queen's room as a side note and can only think of one, but you know it's not the only one, because one you're thinking of is a PETA to draft. Oh, money. I'm assuming PETA is pain in the ass. Yeah, I got there. I just did it slowly. But also the dark room gave us a key. Passageway. All of these are unlocked? Yes, because that's den. That's how we get to the garage. And also security. But we're going to take a quick pit stop to the front. Also, thank you, bedroom, for free steps. Free steps are always enjoyed. Why is that point down? Did I already note that bedroom is a pawn? Yes. Yes, I did. Dark rooms always has an item, key or gem usually, if you can turn the lights back on. Oh! That explains a lot. Also, can I can just buy some gems. Specifically, like one. I'm going to. Just one. Just for now. All right. Ahaha! And thank you, Sledgehammer, for free openings. What's this? We'll occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Hell yeah. Good job, Sledgehammer. Holy shit. Pair of dice and 4 coins. Can I smash this? Oh, look, a microchip. Speaking of, isn't that the microchip that I lost because I already pulled it? Lockpick kit is goated, and I would agree. No? Ooh, so did it teleport back? All right, so I found another microchip. It was in the smash areas. But I really should have opened this door in the beginning. Hey, look at that! I think storeroom is the better choice here. Walk-in closet is tempting, but 4 random items versus a guaranteed key, coins, and gems. Also, we can do something really cheeky by picking storeroom, picking up the stuff, then going out of the entrance hall and outside into the garage and then through the hallway. Spare room for more possible rooms? I mean, you're not wrong, but items. We already oh, actually, you make a good point. I was about to say, what are you talking about? We're so close to the antechamber. We hit the antechamber twice. More rooms is what we need. Because what we need is a way to open the motherfucking antechamber. Coin. So if we can get a room that goes to the right, like a reading nook, we can actually force and get a key, and keys are important. And I believe the rook, or the nook is a rook. The nook is a rook. It didn't require a key. And we can drop off a storeroom at the very end. What chess pieces am I still missing? Taking a look. Hold on, let me look over my notes quick. Observatory was a knight, so we have a knight, pawn, bishop. Now we have a rook. We also have security, which was also a knight. We are missing king and queen. But we have bishop, knight, rook, and pawn. So we're missing the scary rooms. And the only king piece I've gotten. And we know office is king. We do know office is king, but that is all I know. Pantry isn't a bad choice because it gives us step with monies, but I'm going to pick storeroom because I want more keys. Also, what? All right, storeroom is a pawn. I should probably, like, put this in a goddamn Excel sheet at this point. Pawn equals storeroom. Key plus no dead end. Correct. It is a guaranteed dead end anyways. Are we writing the colors as well? Because you noticed Rumpus was black bishop and Chapel was white bishop. I have not been noting the colors, but we probably should. One less dead end in the pool. Yes, that's fair. Because that storeroom was actually popping up a lot, and it makes sense. We have a lot of things discovered. We won't be able to fill out these 3, which suck, but we have a chance to fill out everything else. Then again, I am realizing that since I picked so many hallways, those dilute the pool with hallways. I should have eaten the fish. So I'm going to do something controversial quick. And that's I'm going to waste a couple of steps to go drop off the microchip that I just obtained. Because I don't want to run out of steps and lose this. And I'm going to guess putting this here makes it permanent. Not a waste. Yay. Multiple chances, honestly. Both hallway and dining room. True. That's true. We could go up here and then hit the dining room again. And my plan is to go to the hallway right now, just to be clear. Thank you, running shoes. Or we do something really controversial. So I don't think I have a king or a queen room yet, but we could run to the chess room and just start placing pieces and see what happens. Through garage steps, you know exactly what I was thinking. The garage will allow us to get to the hallway faster with less steps. It will not allow us to get to the dining room any faster because, I mean, unless we can go up here and make a connection to the dining room from this way. But besides, the only reason we would go to the dining room at this point is to get those last 20 steps. Yay, and we're in the garage. And then take a left to the hallway. Here's the part where it's going to get a little difficult. The only room that I know of for sure that has a lever to the antechamber, which, if it's this door that opens, is only accessible via this path. Holy shit, that's cut off. God, we really needed those 20 steps from the dining room. The only two rooms that I know that open doors is the hallway that has the 7 locked doors and the gardens, the greenhouse. But the greenhouse only does it if you have the broken lever, which I do not. The Great Hall, that's its name. And the Great Hall requires 7 keys. Damn. Oh, but we have the lockpick kit. I'm assuming that gives us like a 25% chance to open something. Can I just do it indefinitely? I'm gonna guess it's not a chance. I'm guessing it means this door cannot be lockpicked. Otherwise, they would not give me the ability to try over and over and over again, right? It's a once and done. Perfect. So even though it's giving me another chance, it's already locked in that I'm going to fail. Unless I pick the foyer, then the Great Hall becomes really interesting. It is a chance, but it's once per door. Got it. So the back out and try again is just, they just didn't want to code it so that I don't get to try again. But it's guaranteed to be the same option every time. Foyer, Great Hall is huge. Yeah, I need to pick the foyer because we are looking for the Great Hall. And it's guaranteed the other door is unlocked, and we have gems to afford it. Also, there might be items in here. Do you say the same things? Count Isaac Gates. Good for you, man. Lord William Epson, Baron Thomas Sinclair, Major Nicholas Key IV. Why do you have Key in your name? You make me so nervous. So this should be unlocked. They did change the script on the door to say, still too difficult. Oh, still too difficult. Good to know. It's time to re-roll, because these are awful. And this is why we have the dice, because we need an up or a left. Granted, drawing room is a left, but I really don't want to do this path if I can avoid it. Also, I would love to get something that has an up and a left. I think this is worth a singular reroll. Drawing room isn't the worst, but reroll, also true. Count small Gates. How many kids does Mr. Gates have? Oh, that's actually hilarious. Major Key IV puts you in mind of something. Not sure if you should say, though. If you think it's a spoiler, then I wouldn't. You're right. Drawing room isn't bad because you may draw new floor plans while drafting this room. Oh, wait. Isn't that a free reroll? So even though I'll only get this door, I do get reroll? It makes you think of music? Oh, Major Key IV. That's fair. You have no idea, but you've only been watching me play. Fair. You get a free roll from drawing room. Okay. I'd rather spend a gem for free rerolls then. Major Nicholas Key IV. So that's you. You're Mustache Man. That's what you're thinking? Sheet music, major key, fourth chord? Potentially. I could see it, and we have seen music around, right? Right, this teaches that, but I haven't been... Oh, look, another white pawn. All right, so the drawing room is a white pawn. Pawn equals... drawing room. Technically, at this point, I really don't need to be tracking pawns. Eventually, yes. I might even go back into the VODs and start taking notes on rooms and puzzle pieces that I've had. Just because I started to take notes late doesn't mean I can turn down the advantage of I've recorded everything. So we're picking the morning room out of necessity. Although we could redraw. But it is kind of exactly what we want. It's a room that goes up. And that's all we can ask for. And it gives us 2 gems. And 2 gems tomorrow, assuming we fail. What's this? Greater chance of finding items. Thank you, Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Little late. Gem, gem. Do I have this picture taken? I do now. Oh my god, this game takes too many notes. I don't know what I've noted and what I haven't. Blech. Right, it's 11 o'clock already. God damn it. All right, progress. Damn it. And then does it still say the still? Yeah. All right, one of our 3 keys. Secret passage isn't bad. Workshop. I don't think I've ever gotten the workshop before. Or if I have, I've just never utilized it because I didn't have good items. Workshop it is. It gives us an up. Secret passage gives us a guaranteed up. But whatever the guaranteed up isn't always the best. Like, unless I want to pick green. I could pick orange. What if we secret passage? Pick orange. And it gives us, the 7 doors. That might be it. Secret passage can be locked. We have foyer. No, it won't be locked. Wait, secret passage in Great Hall? Yeah, okay, we all understand what we're doing. All right, one thing I do need to account for. So walking into the Great Hall will put us at what? 17? Which even if we get it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Eat for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go. Assuming it's not this door that unlocks. We have a plan, and it's going to be a risky one. Oh, a free key. Maybe our running shoes will give us an extra step or 2. How is there another foyer? Also, aquarium is probably our choice, right? Because A, it gives us a path that might lead us straight to the dining room. And it will give us an extra 10 steps. You would just gamble on being able to get across to the dining room. Ah, fair. We have to pick aquarium. We have to pick aquarium. Aquarium pairs with a fish for extra steps. It's literally the piece. How much does the Great Hall cost in terms of gems, though? Does it cost 2 or 3? I don't want to pick aquarium. Granted, the doors will be unlocked on aquarium. That is a big pick. But if we go to 2 gems, you think it's 1? Okay. If it's 1, then it's easy. I was scared it was 3. So all of these rooms are going to be unlocked. Hello, fish. Ooh, a free gem. Never mind. We're all good. There are estates with as many as 8 foyers, at least in stories you've heard. Touche. I'm just not used to seeing foyer multiple times. Hallway makes sense because we actively add extra one of those. But foyers, that's weird. All right, I guess, actually, I do want to get the room up here. So I'm just going to open the door and see what it is. Yes. Uh-oh. It's quirky. True. But guys, I'm upset. I want to pick guest bedroom because I'm scared about my step counter. Unless we're just banking on me. I have 2 rerolls. We should be able to bank on me being able to get a straight path into the dining room. Which means I should pick the laboratory. Because it gives us an option to open up this door. Which gives us yet another room option. It just costs a gem. We're not going to go in there. Although I see apples. And that apple is tempting. And I see a coin purse. That could also be tempting. Always more rooms. Especially right now, right? Unfortunately, here's the problem that I have. I want to be able to get to this square too. So whatever I get here, I guaranteed need it to be a straight. But I also want it to go down. And you know what? Since we're banking on we don't have enough space in order to run back to go to the dining room and get all of the eatery, I'm just going to walk into the laboratory, eat the apple, pick up whatever's in here, open this door, and pray. Also, there's a key. That wasn't a coin purse. But hello, Apple. Refunding the fact that I walked in here. I remember this before. This machine requires additional power to be piped in from the boiler room. Right, and we don't have piped in. Hey, look, free door, though. You do have 2 more dice. And I'm going to absolutely guaranteedly need them in order to roll this to maybe get these 2. Basically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine test. If you need some help, for the past 3 days, I have been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. We're in it. Today was the first success. Oh, right. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Right, this is the everything changes. There has to be a hint in this room somewhere about something. You already did that permanent unlock? Wait, this one was a permanent unlock? Where you had to throw like 9, then 3? And I see you don't have power. Yeah, did. Propane? Well, free door. What's behind it? We can't do it. We don't have the gems. It's walk-in closet, isn't it? Like, no, it's chapel. It's got to be chapel. We have a lot of money. It gives us the door to the antechamber, and then we need to pray one of these 2 rooms gives us an unlock. Chapel is perfect, though? Yes. It also gives us another bishop square in case we need it. But, oh, right, we can't even do the vault. What am I even talking about? It's got to be chapel. And then we just don't walk into it because we don't have to. We go back to the aquarium, and we guarantee connect ourselves. And by guarantee, I mean we have double rolls. To the dining room to get our steps. Hopefully we can get like a chapel, but here. Personally, I would love for this to be the Great Hall. I mean, the music room, though. Nope, we are not hovering. I'm not making a mistake. It's the Great Hall 1000% of the time. There's no way it's not the Great Hall. Because let's go... I don't give a shit, metal detector. I'm going to eat my fish. Why did I go that way? Have dinner. Nom nom. Swam swam. Yummy. We're having fish tonight! Wait, that's a quote from a Disney movie. Shouldn't do that. I'm having fish tonight! And then if I open this door, which is unlocked, I get scammed. If I open this door, which is unlocked, thank you, Foyer, we go to the chapel. Anti-scammed. There's the white bishop. It sounds like... Oh my god, Foyer into the Great Hall. This should have some items in it. Oh yeah, a key. Also... Is it happening? I am almost an hour over stream. I need to... I hit the wrong button! I hit the wrong button! No, no, no! Don't... I'm gonna press this once, because this feels like a dangerous combination of this, plus this. And we are never going to see that ever again. Good day. Getting back there is going to suck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not bad. Was that almost Alt F4? No. Clip? No. Yeah, dining room connects. Luckily, thanks to the rumpus room. But besides, we're not done. We have free doors to open. And I don't mean 3, I literally mean free. Hell yeah. Oh, and let's just fill this out for good measure. I mean, so hear me out. That's cool. But what if we need gems to get through the antechamber? I'm a little scared. Everyone's saying studio. I can't deny the crowd. You guys have more power than I do in this, so drafting studio it is. The final gems. And we have 45 steps. We're fine. Wasn't I supposed to do something here? The Great Hall, partitioning plan for Tuesday, November 17th. I'm on day, what, day 11? So we're on day 11, November 11th. And this was November 17th. Oh, I get it. This is a copy of the Great Hall. And it's explaining that on November 17th, this is how the Great Hall is going to look. Meta is better? Nope. What do you mean, nope? I could have sworn mine. Incorrect. I'm looking at my notes. You are correct. We started on day 7, or the 7th of November, which means the 11th. 6 means 0, 1 means 7, so it's plus 6. We are currently on November 17th. Which is this day. So this is how the Great Hall was partitioned. And that is actually correct. Yes. Double check that calendar, boss. Yeah, I got there. It just took me a while. What's a vestibule? Yes. The kennel? Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. Oh, that's good. That's a good room. Whenever you enter vestibule, 3 of the doors in this room unlock, and the 4th one becomes locked. Oh, whenever you enter. Oh, that's kind of cool. If you draft the studio before the Great Hall, it tells you how the Great Hall will be set up that day. Oh, that's awesome. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a drawing room, game 10. That's cool. Vestibule seems kind of cool because I see 4 unlocked doors, and it's whenever I go into it, 3 of them will become unlocked and the 4th will become locked. Does that include the door behind me? So like whenever I enter, does it shut all the doors and it just unlocks 3 of them? And then even the one that I could have come out of could randomly be locked now and shut? Yes. That's a risky door. But it is another 4-way path. And it's every time you enter, all the doors shut, right? But you don't redraft because you have rooms connected to them. It'll just, you enter it, the doors will shut, 3 of them will open. I'm assuming all 4 have rooms at this point. And then one of them will say, I'm sorry, I'm locked. I blocked your way, tee hee ha ha. Vestibule. Cost 2. How about the kennel? Kennel is free. That's interesting, and it does have a good up. And there is a chance to dig in rooms, but you do need a shovel. Power of the 4-way or free keys leading out of all green rooms. That is fair. That is the toss-up, right? I'm going to go with the vestibule because it's only free if you have a shovel. All right, there's our victory lap. It's time for us to go to the antechamber room. Which is cloister up, 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 left. I'm glad I did not put a punishment at the end of what happens if we don't get to room 46. I'm getting cocky now. Because... so we can go in here. This does not guarantee I found room 46. This just means I got to the antechamber. Hey, Alistair. Good eye. Welcome on in. But if this doesn't find me room 46, that means I would have had to do whatever punishment I would have promised myself, which I'm glad I didn't, and I hope this is just room 46. To continue up, you must go down. Hey, is this the fancy basement key that leads to the out? No. Guys, I don't have the pump room. And without the pump room, I can't drain the fountain. Congrats on, in your opinion, beating the tutorial, but I didn't find room 46. I've seen this symbol somewhere. I made it to the antechamber. Hey, Crit, would you be... or anyone in the chat know any YouTubers that usually stream Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? You think 46 is like level 1.5? Really? Yes, I do know one. I don't know how often they stream Breath of the Kingdom or Breath of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. But if you're looking for a big Zelda YouTuber, I do know of a VTuber. Her name is Amalia Solaris. Since I'm done drafting, you will tell me that I did draft the room you need for the tomb puzzle. Oh, that's right. The tomb puzzle was a thing, wasn't it? Hold on, I think I know what it is. The chapel is the tomb puzzle room, isn't it? Check the inventory to see whether the key is in the temp or permanent place. It seems to be in the temporary place. Do I want you to answer? Nope. I'm going to go figure it out because we have 37 steps in a dream. By the way, any dad jokes lately? None off the top of my head. I have one that I can regurgitate because it was my favorite one that I ever told. Darn it. It's in the temp. You don't like that? Darn it, it's in the temp. Oh, darn it, it's in the temp. Yeah, that's my problem. Do I have to come to the antechamber every time I want this basement key, and it's my fault for not keeping the fountain drained? But yeah, I'll give you a quick dad joke. A rope walks into a bar. The bartender notices him and says, "We don't serve your kind here. Get out." So the rope leaves. Once outside the bar, he messes up his edges a little bit and ropes himself into a sturdy knot. He then walks right back into the bar. The bartender notices him and says, "Weren't you that rope I just kicked out?" "Nope," says the rope. "I'm afraid not." You can give me some reassurance if I want. Is it the reassurance that I'm right about the chapel? I'm going to guess that in the chapel, the stained glass have those angels that I need to know, and that number pattern that I finally realize what it is the order in which I have to throw the stupid handles. What did the sushi say to the bee? Wasabi! Waka waka. It's not about the chapel. No! I love the wasabi joke. I believe that is Sayu's famous joke. What do you mean it's not about the chapel? You could tell me if that chapel theory is right. Oh, reassurance about the chapel. Got it. It is Sayu's famous joke. Hell yeah! Sayu's awesome. What a streamer to aspire to be like. Your friend asked you to watch the anime called Solo Leveling. Oh my fucking god, you're loving it right now. I'm glad. It's a very... Well, it did win Anime of the Year. Somewhat controversially, some would say. All right, I'm going to go back to the chapel as safely as I can. And then I'm going to look for the best way to not waste my steps. Your reassurance was about the basement key and related things. Oh! You assume the reassurance is about the basement key. Oh, okay. Does the basement key stick with me? Is it mine now? But anyways, Solo Leveling was fantastic in my opinion. It was fun. I personally didn't vote for it. I voted for Kaiju number 8 just because that is my personal favorite anime, and I think it did incredible. But artistically, I think Frieren should have won Anime of the Year. That's my artistic take. My personal take is Kaiju number 8, but I completely understand why Solo Leveling won. It was hype as all fuck. The basement key is a temporary item. However, the basement door stays unlocked once you unlock it. So you're telling me I have to get to the antechamber again because I did not drain the fountain. I don't feel reassured. I feel pissed off. Yes. Fuck. All right, let's see if we have enough steps to get our ass to the chapel and then back out. Or find some other way into the basement. Yes, damn it. But since you're in a bad mood, you will confirm my theory about the chapel as well. I'm not in a bad mood. Sorry if it came off that way. It specifically... Did I go around like a dum-dum? I went around like a dum-dum, didn't I? Why am I so dumb? Anyways. Let's remember this order and just hope we don't fuck up. So we have... I hate the way I'm going to remember this. I'm not wasting my time. Cool. You hope you can maybe get enough money saved up for a gaming laptop sometime soon. Gaming laptops are expensive. I get you. All right, going to the back. In order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we have 1. Ho. Shut up. This is how it works for me. 2. Cook. 3. Farmer. 4. Pizza spatula. Yes, cook. How's my week been? My week has been all right. Can't really complain. 4. Chimney. Or duster, whatever have you. 5. Broom. 6. That's 7. 6. 6. Horse. And 7. King. Add the mysterious 4 tomb-looking statues as well. Oh. Wait, what do you mean add them? You mean just note that they're here? They don't have numbers on them, though. But we have a cleric, prayer, woman. They aren't numbered, yeah. And monk. Okay, I'll just add those down. They're not numbered, but they're there. So we have a bishop. we have a prey lady. We have normal lady. And we have a cloth man. Not add, but and. Oh. And the mysterious 4 tomb looking statues as well. There we go. Sorry, I thought you meant like add to note. Friday's gonna be fun too. Good. All right, what do we have? 28 steps and a dream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's the path. Great Hall Aquarium, passage, morning, drawing, foyer, hallway, west, garage, out. So I need to go down, left, down, down. All right, good enough. Down, left, down, down. And by left, I actually mean my right. Which, now that I think about it, laboratory aquarium is the same as Great Hall Aquarium. Drafting, yes. I'm so mad that I didn't just leave the fountain drained. Why did I think putting water back into the fountain was a good idea? Foyer, hallway, west wing, garage. Damn it. We were so close to beating the game today. Unless the tomb magically takes us to the basement, in which case it does the same thing as what the basement key would have done. And still with plenty of spare steps. This is true. But ironically, if we didn't get the 10 bonus steps from the aquarium, this would have been close. Hey, running shoes! Coming in clutch. Okay, so let's start with a reset. I'm assuming I need to put everything up. And then we have to go in order. Uh-huh, sure. Getting the basement and or room 46 is the end of the game. Totally. I don't care. Oh, right. Dead ends. I don't care about end of the game. The title of the stream was I'm getting to room 46, and I don't want to be a liar. All right. Is everything currently up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, everything's up. So let's do this in order now. Start with hoe. Followed by cook. You're just teasing because I said end of the game. End of my game. I'll still play. Farmer. This was the pitchfork man. No, 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 no. Yes. I should have said pitchfork. Chimney sweep. It's gonna be you. Broom. Horse. And lastly, king. Hell to the yeah. You're going to a pride event and spending time with your girlfriend? Let's go! Although, can I just say, I understand what you mean when you say the word, that sounds nice, comma, melons. But can we just point out the fact that the message you just sent is just nice melons? And by we, I mean I'm pointing that out. But that's awesome! I hope you have fun at Pride. I'm in the catacombs now. I mean, hey, you appreciate the compliment? Hell yeah, take what you can. Death. Door. Underground map? Of screenshotting? I see a room called 7, I see a path called 3, and I see a 2 called buh, which I assume means basement. Why do I ever stream these games on Thursday nights? They always go more than what I allocate time for. Although, Crit, apparently your black Labrador puppy tried to use your stomach as a bed. Awesome! At least it was just a puppy, right? The underground seems a lot bigger than we thought. Yes! I've heard rumors. Why the music? I've heard rumors that this game is ginormous. Skull? And unfortunately, this is attached to a... Uh-oh. Was my prize in the tomb here just that little picture? Plus a doorway that I can't open because whatever's up with this has to be opened from the other side for some reason. Damn. Did I try interacting with Death? Not really, but that's true. Death does have a hand to lower, doesn't it? Oh. Thank you. Can I interact with Death again? That is a really well-defined shadow. You forgot that did that? Oh. Huh. Let's take a little sneak on in here and see what's down the pathway. What in the crikey fuck? Okay, so nothing. Oh no, how far ahead do I have to plan? That's a weird looking path. Okay, so something I could do is I can grab this and I can pull, right? So I can make it so even though this path is blocked off. Wait, or can I pull it so far that... Okay, so now I have it so if I ever come from that way, that path is now connected. A turn the cog room puzzle? Yes, just where's the cog to turn? Probably there. What the hell? What the hell? This is not how I should be ending stream. Hey! Cement! Oh no. I'm gonna have to be very careful with how I capture these images because I could probably, in my image editor, stitch these together. Wait, there's a north lever at 9? 7's a torch chamber. We have a foundation elevator. We already know where that is. Concealed entrance. Don't know what that is. Cliffside exit. Minecart. We just played with the minecart. Fountain entrance. I think that's where we just saw. Wait, what if that's the minecart entrance? You will say there was something in a permanent edition that mentioned a minecart blocking something. North lever? That sounds like room 46. That's a good point. That's at least the north end of the antechamber, which means I have to get to the antechamber again and I'm mad. Hey, an upgrade disc! What is the table? And Y is the table. I've seen that symbol before. Is that the symbol that appeared on the elevator? I don't know what those are. Potentially keys? Is it? I don't know. I can't remember. I have the memory of a goldfish. There was something in a permanent addition that mentioned a minecart blocking something. Oh, you're right. I forget what minecart where. Was it the, like, downstairs area? Who knows? Do we count the underground as a room 46? It certainly isn't a normal thing. That is true. And we still have more to explore. And holy crap, I'm an hour over stream and I really shouldn't be doing this. Thank you, running shoes. Boo you, water. Boo! Wait, this isn't the reservoir, is it? Haven't I seen that kind of sigil before? I thought I did. The game never promised there were only 46 rooms. That's fair. Oh, it says it in the it says it above Rowan's head. This is the reservoir. So this is my mistake for putting all of the water into the reservoir. It seems I have to lower it by 1? Maybe. That's good to know. I almost had the reservoir at the perfect amount. I have it too high. So I actually need to take the water out of the fountain, but also out of the reservoir. On this side. Yes, on this side it's too high. Because I'm assuming if I lowered it by 1, and I do see stairs over there. Oh, actually, I could lower it a lot, couldn't I? All right, well, I found the reservoir and I found a door. But I guess we just continue on with the more doors that we have. Like, what's this? What's this? It's pain. Can I just say, not having the pump room is really pissing me off right now? Oh, okay, so next day that we get a pump room, we're gonna prep by making the fountain empty. All right, at least we have an objective. We need to get to the pump room. We need to figure out where our last like key card is. I know we don't have it, but we only have 2 of the keys, the like electrical keys. So we need to find the 3rd one. But once we get the pump room, we need to figure out how to turn on the additional space, because it looks like we need to empty the fountain and we need to lower the reservoir. How much? I don't know. At least 1. I'm assuming this is 1 too full, but I don't know. And I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna make me really pissed off if I have to find the tomb every single time I want to check my status on the water lowering. But that's part of the RNG, and that's what we're gonna deal with. But it seems next day, I hate the fact that we have 37 coins and there's nowhere for me to store it. Or spend it, or use it. Great stream, now go to bed? Yes. Would I like you to give me more information about that? I'm tempted to say yes, but I know it would be better if I said no. I want to say yes because I'm curious, but I want to say no because I know it would be better. I appreciate the offer, though, and I'm very tempted to take it. Also, on this round, it looks like we did not get a king or a queen piece. So I think even running back to the chess area, we won't make any progress. Unless we head back to the chess area and we just say, fuck it. And we just start placing pieces around and see if a king or queen can work. We have the steps, so we might as well, right? As much as I want to go to bed, I just want to do this quick thing, and then we'll end the day. And then, yeah, I'll definitely go to bed. That is the symbol that I remember. I don't remember what the other things are. So cool, the elevator shares a symbol with that down, which makes sense. They're both part of the underground. Clearly I am impatient. Impatient me. Gonna dance like I gotta pee. This is why we don't let myself improv. Do I need any of this? Nope. Chest room! Chest room. The lore that I'm missing pains you. What, am I supposed to look outside? And don't worry, I've read the foreman's note before, but I'll read it again. As a client, Thomas Sinclair suspected the arches, but I need to go to bed. Never mind, I'll read it later. Here, I will take a screen capture of it just in case, and then I will read it later in the notes. But yes, missing lore is a talent of mine. Not that lore, much grander lore. Oh! Yeah, I'm very good at it. You can tell me what I'm supposed to do. Ooh, I'm supposed to do something? God, that's gotta be painful then. All right, actually, what was at the end of this hall? All right, I remember this book. Oh yeah, this book had stuff, right? Like that. Wait. Fuck! Damn it. A problem for a less tire crit. Yep. All right, so it's a Orin something. Shit. I completely forgot about this. Hold on, I took pictures of these. So that's a metropolitan is what the pieces were. The large city state with a dense urban and populous center. Okay. Lines. Banners, martial fog. That's trying to translate those. I forget what the outside was. Damn it. Yeah, so these were the metropolitans around it, and there were 5. I don't know what the Orin means. Is this ornamental? Ornate? And I saw the whole sigil. I did, and I didn't pay attention to the outside parts. So I have no idea about the... these parts. What are these talking about? The rays? I thought the rays were more straight. Because, like, here it has telephone poles, which implies something. Yeah, I thought the rays were normal. You can't tell me that's true. But you know who can? The VOD. That's a door. Pieces are everywhere. You okay, Ro? Let's see, where can we place a pawn? Let's start with the pawn. A pawn can go here. Excellent. My knights. What do I have for knights? We have the security office for knights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, straight ahead. Right there. There's a knight. A bishop. We remember the chapel. A rook in the nook. Was the nook here? No, I thought it was here. No, was it here? Fuck. It was the bottom left corner. I'm just actually dumb. And then let's play a game called Did I Get a Queen Piece? Knight, stay there. Fuck. Which means there's no point in doing the king piece because we established that I did indeed never got a queen piece. But this would be a good way to prove if any other squares are king pieces. And no, they are not. All right. Good enough. Night, night. A garden bed and breakfast of tomorrow. Shit. So what did we learn today? We learned that the antechamber has the basement room, and I'm a dum-dum for not prepping the pumping station fountain ahead of time. That's what we learned. Or are you talking about how I should pay attention to shit? Because I did not learn that. Because I will forget. We got a sigil, we got the chess puzzle, we got a chapel puzzle, we made it to the antechamber, we found a way underground. Also true. This was a very successful day. I cannot be upset. I did not get room 46, but I cannot be upset with the progress I have made. So, all right, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Sorry for going an hour and a half over. That's both apologies to me and you for staying late. Well, let's all crash and go to bed and sleep well, and then enjoy our Friday. All right. Saturday, we're playing It Takes Two with Phantoms. Please tune into that. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you have other things, don't worry about it. But if you want to see a lot of fun and be joking around with Phantoms, there'll be a lot of fun clips on that one. Sorry, Future Crit, for keeping you up so late. That's okay. And then on Sunday, we're playing more Dark Souls 2. And that's the week. And then next week, as much as I want to put blueprints on the Saturday stream, Saturday will be booked for the Path of Pain and Hollow Knight. But after that, blueprints is going to weekend streams. It's all right. We have a plan. We have things. Till next time, from good eye to goodbye, goodbye. Have a good one, everyone. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye now.